In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 classic mecha anime that is old but gold. The mecha genre has taken over the anime industry starting from the 80s. As everyone can observe, most anime shows have one or quite a few mechas in it, and it's only right to have a look back at the shows that have monumentalized the genre as a staple. Fortunately, this video will focus on 10 of the best classic mecha anime series, starting from the late 80s to early 2010. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos about anime. So, without further ado, let's begin. On the planet Endless Illusion, a lanky and apathetic man named Van is searching for a mysterious clawed man who murdered his fiancée. He eventually meets Wendy Garrett, a young girl who is looking for her kidnapped older brother. Realizing that they have the same goals of finding the very same claw man who is involved with the death and disappearance of their loved ones, Van and Wendy teamed up together. Using a collapsible sword, a gun, and a mecha called Dano Thursday, the duo defeats enemies and make allies of similar circumstances. Thus begins their hunt for the clawman and find out the history and purpose of Endless Illusion themselves. Gun Sword is a space western series produced by Goro Taniguchi, who is best known for Code Geass and Planetes. Overall, it is an enjoyable mecha series with a fun cast of characters despite how it comes out unoriginal and flat average in all aspects compared to other titles here in this list. Every veteran degenerate weeb probably had a gateway anime that led to a downward slope of otaku stuff. Full Metal Panic's one of those well-known gateways. A private military organization called Mithril aims to eradicate all threats from this world and is powered by so-called Whispered, who are individuals possessing both intuitive knowledge and ability to create powerful devices and machines. The story follows Sosuke Sagara, a 17-year-old and a sergeant in Mithril. Assigned to protect Kaname Chidori, a potential Whispered, he's ordered to join her high school class, which would be fine, except for the fact that he can't afford to reveal his identity and has never known any environment other than the battlefield. He is now forced to adapt to a lifestyle not familiar to him, not to mention that he doesn't have much wiggling time, as enemy forces may have already made their own move. The anime is a wonderful mix of a comedic school life and breathtaking robot battles, having its fair share of mecha designs and weaponry. This is one of the classics that should not be missed.
With a kiss out of the future, maybe kiss in the last.
In the city of Masabe lives a young boy named Naota Nandaba, who is frustrated with how boring his life is and is yearning for validation of his own existence. This all changes when a Vespa-riding girl named Haruko Haruhara runs over him and then proceeds to whack him in the head. This is not the end of their encounters, however, as the bump that Haruka gave Naota by hitting him with her bass guitar created an Eno portal in the forehead of Naota. Periodically, this Eno serves as a passageway where giant robots from the company Medical Mechanica emerge, effectively dragging Naota in the middle of a supreme battle of the galaxy. This movie reminds me of The Matrix, but The Matrix was released in 1999, while this anime was released in 1995. Both can get pretty philosophical about stuff, but instead of questioning reality, Ghost in the Shell questions more about life, humanity, and cyborgs. What makes us a human? We have the brain in our biological body to perform our tasks, but if we were to replace it with mechanical parts with the same or better function, are we still human? The story takes place in a technologically advanced metropolis, with Public Security Section 9 in charge of protecting the city. Major Motoko Kusanagi is part of the team, which is currently investigating a case involving a hacker called the Puppet Master. As they pursue the case, they also encounter various philosophical questions, such as the meaning of life. What does it mean to become yourself? The movie gives you quite a lot of things to ponder about, and there are also other variations in this anime, like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, if you wish to watch more related to the anime.
私は情報の海で発生した生命体だ。
ソレントン、行くぞ俺はあの子のところに飛んでいく。うわー
The well-handled relationship development of the main couple and the craftily composition of smooth animation and captivating music is what made Eureka 7 a good sci-fi anime, despite its sometimes wacky narrative sequence that sacrifices the main plot progression. The general plot is full of ups and downs, or basically a slow burn, going from drama to romance, then action, rinse and repeat. However, these filler-like episodes let the anime fully develop its characters and themes before finally letting things fall into place and wrapping up the whole story. So if you're looking for a good sci-fi action show with the hero's romance as the core of the story, then Eureka 7 is for you.
俺のクリアが止められちまう俺の
With humanity's survival at odds after the catastrophic war against the race of giants called Zenradi, humanity is forced to relocate and spread across the universe by way of an interstellar fleet called Macross Frontier, trekking towards the center of the galaxy, seeking shelter away from their catastrophic past and in an attempt to reach out to a brighter future for humanity. This anime revolves around Alto Saotome, a bored high school student dreaming of becoming a mecha pilot who was forced into action when aliens called Vajra attack and provoke chaos during a concert in the Macross fleet. After evacuating from the Vajra, Alto is recruited into the Strategic Military System program, fulfilling his dream of being a pilot and thrusting him into the battlefield.
いいだろう結ぶぞその契約
Another mecha anime in our list is a classic called Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. The story follows Lelouch Lamperouge, a Britannian student who unfortunately found himself in a crossfire between the Britannian Army, a world superpower, and the Area 11, then Japan, rebel armed forces. He is able to escape, however, thanks to the appearance of a mysterious girl named Cece, who bestowed upon him Geass, the power of kings. Discovering the great potential of his power of absolute obedience, he embarked upon the most dangerous journey as the masked man known as Zero, leading the onslaught against Britannia to finally attain the revenge that he seeks once and for all. The anime features a lot of military strategy and political themes, as well as a vast amount of mechas called Nightmare Frames, and boasts a wide variation of it, having the strength and the level of specs as main turning points of the many battles against Britannia, apart from the character's unique skills and powers.
ME ブースト
ラスロット発進兄貴よっしゃ
俺を神名にしも
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is one of the anime out there that busted through the mecha anime genre with its apt fan service, epic fighting scenes, hot-bloodedness, and mind-blowing heroism. Simon, a timid boy, and Kamina, an ambitious and badass young man, live in an underground village where they are forbidden to go to the surface and forced to dig all their life for sustenance. However, their battle against fate began after Simon excavated a drill-shaped key and a mini mecha that responds to it. The brotherly duo are then immediately tossed to battle against beastmen that pilot massive bestial mechas called gunmen with the help of their new weapon and a red-haired girl named Yoko. Thus begins their journey to reclaim the surface from the beastmen that terrorizes humanity and unravel a galaxy-sized mystery. Created by Studio Gainax, the studio that created Neon Genesis Evangelion. Its style and success garnered much popularity and even inspired other works such as Darling in the Franxx, Kill la Kill, and Promare. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is a definite must-watch for all the mecha anime fans out there.
感情なの
いいじゃないかあいつ最高にしびれるぜ決めたあの顔面俺がいただく
Much towards the ending of previous installations, conflict is still ongoing between the Federation and Sleeves, the remnants of Zeons. This time around, it's a battle to acquire an item called Laplace's Box, something that has the power to shape the course of the universe. This is precisely why Audrey Byrne, descendant of a great tyrannical family, travels to Side 4 to take the box and keep it away from the Sleeves. In doing so, she stumbles with Banagher Lynx. This may be somewhat the works of fate, as the key to finding Laplace's Box would be to follow the newly built Gundam unicorn. The robot robot, which after a string of events stemming from the attack of the sleeves, can apparently be only operated by none other than the 16-year-old Manager Lynx. This installation provides enough backstory and context that anyone can enjoy it without having to catch up with the previous ones. It also uses the concept of new types, which allows the pilot to connect to the minds of those who he's fighting with. Story and mecha-wise, this show is not to be missed.
スイッチ
15 years after a global cataclysm altered the world and eradicated half of the human population, Shinji Ikari is summoned to the fortress city of Tokyo 3 by his estranged father, Gendo Ikari. The troubled youth is then forced to pilot a mecha called Evangelion, which is the only thing that can defeat humongous monstrosities known as angels. Shinji must now bear the weight of battling not only against his inner demons, but also against terrorizing angels that threaten to destroy humanity. Every anime fan knows about Neon Genesis Evangelion, Studio Gainax's massive hit series that became a Japanese pop culture. It revolutionized the mecha genre, as well as anime as a medium for exploring darker and more mature themes, such as religion, mental illness, and human psychology. As such, it has a large influence on the anime industry up to this very day, and is subject to research and discussion by critics, academics, and sociologists alike.
そんなことできるわけないじゃないですか。彼女に全部押し付けるなんて。大丈夫ですよ。乗りますよ。
And that's all the anime for today. I hope you guys will now have an idea on what classic mecha series to watch out next. Feel free to share your thoughts and suggestions down below. Especially for experienced mecha fans, comment down on what you think should be on the top 10 best list. If you want to see more anime content, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned and I will see you guys soon.